Hello, I'm Jonathan Van Ness. You may know me from Queer Eye on Netflix, Getting Curious on Netflix. I don't know where you know me from, but I do know this. My new book, Love That Story, is out now, and we're gonna do a little bit of Q&ASMR. For our first selection, it's so hard to whisper. I'm gonna do it now though. Filming Queer Eye. Oh my gosh, I can't do it anymore. Isn't an incredible opportunity to delve into someone else's life. And in every episode, I give myself over to each hero and help in any way I can. I love my job, and I also love that the show allows me to be a hairdresser, a comedian, and an overall entertainer. But as I've spent more time in these different careers, I've realized that I can't stop and take a moment for my personal life, even if I'm going through something incredibly hard. When I signed on to Queer Eye, I became a beacon of positivity and love. And there are a lot of times when I have to maintain that strength, even when I should probably be taking a little time to focus that positivity inward, to let myself mourn when a tragedy happens, like what happened to Bug the Second. I think what I've learned about grief from exploring grief in this chapter, and then just like the various times that I've dealt with grief in my life, is that there's no one way that we're all going to handle grief. And it's so individual for whatever the thing that we're grieving is, for wherever we are in our lives. And I think it's important for us to like release the judgment and release the shame around how we grieve. Because sometimes you just have to impulse adopt like 2 kittens. And that's okay. For our second section, my imposter syndrome would sneak up. Oh my gosh, I made it 5 words. On me most often. While researching different cities I was scheduled to perform in. I planned to talk about the venues I'd be at, find out what the comedy scene was like there, and incorporate a little local flair into my set. But then I'd think about how many other comedians had spent their whole lives trying to do the same thing but never got the chance. At smaller venues, where I was booked alongside more established comedians, I'd sometimes get paranoid that they were giving serious attitude, like, who is this blank?
You can say it.
Oh, who is this unscripted nobody from Queer Eye? He doesn't deserve to be here. Much in the way that I look at Oksana Bayul for her gold medal. Nancy was robbed and I don't care who knows it. Thank you for coming to our Q&A SMR with me, Jonathan Van Ness. My book, Love That Story, is available now at jonathanvanness.com/book. Yay, or wherever you get your books.